Hey everybody, it's the Wrestling Classic here, and we're about to go live with none other than Fred Ross, aka Darren Young. We're just gonna do a pretty cool live stream, just quick chat like I've done previously with the likes of Sean Mooney and Rikishi and whatnot. So I hope you guys enjoy. Just waiting for him to get in here so I can invite him. Mr. Fufu. Mr. Fufu. My Bret Hart shirt waits a fight. Shout out to Bret Hart waits a fight. I might be a little quiet because I'm in a friend's office right now because my house had quite a few people over there, but we'll get this going. I did say Darren Young. Last night was lit. What's up? Too sweet me. Let's see if he's in here. I don't see him yet. Oh, there he is. Okay. Request. How's it going?
Are we live?
We're live.
This is the second time that I've done this.
Really? How did it go the first time?
The first time I did it with my one friend from Sydney. He plays rugby. And I did it for some of his players' kids, and they enjoyed it.
That's awesome. Well, I really appreciate you doing this with us right now. It's really cool. It's a good way to connect with all your wrestling fans and let them know what you're up to these days.
Absolutely.
How's everything going?
No, everything's going great. I'm living out in LA, making moves, still doing the independence. Independence is where I started. Everything is just going great. I'm staying healthy.
I guess we should probably start off by asking two things since you brought it up. First things, my name's Justin. I'm the Wrestling Classic. I just want to say thank you for following the page. I've noticed you followed for a very long time. It always meant a lot. And secondly, for the people that are listening, like if you are wrestling the independents, where can they see you? In the LA area or?
Last week I was in the Bay Area.
Okay.
Nothing in LA right now. I'm working on it. I'm out in New Jersey. I'm out in Delaware. So you can find all that stuff on my website, realfredrosser.com. Of course, that's my government name. But, you know, everyone else probably from this knows me as Darren Young. But you can officially call me Mr. No Days Off Fred Rosser.
Mr. No Days Off Fred Ross. I like that. It has a ring to it.
Yeah, and it's it's universal too. It's not just me; it's just everybody. It's just a lifestyle of grind, hustle, and just making moves, however and whenever you can.
On that note, I guess we'll get to what you're doing today because I really want to know about that. But of course, a lot of people here probably want to know about before a little bit too. For example, I know a lot of people that follow me always ask me, and I don't really know because I've never actually done it. What advice would you have for them if they want to break into the wrestling business?
Well, I'm not like a lot of football players that just went from football to the pros. I did what they called independence. I was a weekend warrior. I was scooping ice cream during the week and doing wrestling during the weekend because it was something I've always wanted to do, and it's something I pursued right out of high school and college. And in 2002, I joined a wrestling school in West Paterson, New Jersey, and I caught on very quickly because, of course, many don't know, I did backyard wrestling. So I was just hooked, and I knew I was going to do this. And once I did the independents and did the minor leagues, I got signed in 2009. And out of 75 guys and girls from all over the world, I beat them all out in a paid tryout down in Tampa, Florida. So I got signed at a time when you had to pay to try out, and now a lot of guys go to the performance center now, and they get looked at, and the performance center really you get to see whether you can really make it in this business or not. So I really respect the performance center for what it is now, and the grind for me in 2009. Didn't stop for me then. It doesn't stop for me in 2008. So 2018. So yeah, it doesn't stop for me, man.
Were there anyone specific that people might know that you you were there when you had your tryout?
Leo Kruger.
Okay.
What was his?
Adam
Adam
Rose.
Rose.
Yeah.
Adam Rose, and also me and AJ Lee got signed the same day.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, she got signed the same day. She was crying her eyes out.
Yeah.
I was excited. Yeah, where you at, man?
I'm in Vancouver.
Oh, you're in Vancouver. Yeah,
Yeah.
my business partner Pedram at Headquarters Clothing. He was like, he was saying you've been in contact with him. He was like, where's Vancouver? And we've wrestled in Vancouver once or twice.
Oh no, for sure. I'm pretty sure I've seen you live in Vancouver. He was very
Yeah,
confused.
yeah, like he was confused about the time zone, and like I said, I think it's pretty much over us, you know?
Yeah, I'm like it's two states in a province up. I'm pretty much Seattle if you want to think of it that way.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's awesome. Like, so you came up with AJ League and stuff, and obviously, like, there's so much that you did in your WWE career. Like, even though like a lot of people might be like it wasn't that long, I'm like you did a lot. Like the whole Nexus invasion and all of that, and NXT. Like you guys, like compared to what NXT is now, I still remember the original NXT. It played up here in Canada on Sportsnet regularly. How was that whole experience? Did you know that's what you were gonna do right away, or?
Well, I worked hard to get on the original NXT,
Yeah.
and when we got up on the original NXT, it was a nightmare. When they would tie those yellow ropes on,
Yeah.
it was like you didn't know what to expect with the talk-to-talk challenges, the obstacles. It wasn't fun to me. I always said if I wanted to do American Gladiators or American Ninja Warrior, I would have done that. I want to wrestle. I want to, talk shit and wrestle.
Yeah.
So what NXT is now is incredible. I wish I would have came up and what NXT is now, but I'm just very happy and thankful that I made it to the roster. Not a lot of people can say that. And when it comes to like career highlights, in my opinion, in my heart, I've had a great career. I started from the bottom. I made it. But my fight is much more bigger than in the ring. It's outside of the ring, fighting bigotry and hatred and being the voice of the voiceless for the LGBT community. And not only the LGBT community, but anyone that gets bullied for various reasons. That's why I've started this whole Block the Hate movement well before I got released with WWE. So it's a movement that I believe in, and it's a movement that I want to be the next middle finger.
So do you want to maybe let the people that are watching, the people that are going to watch this later, like what is the Block the Hate movement? I've seen it. I don't think the shirts are super cool. I love the style and the design of them. But what is the Block the Hate movement? Because for those that don't know, like obviously you were the first current wrestler that was on the roster at the time that came out as an openly gay professional wrestler, which is a big deal. Whether people want to believe it or not, like I think it's a big deal because a lot of the other ones came up after their careers were kind of over, they're behind the scenes and stuff like that. Like you were on the roster and you did that. What does it mean for you, like all of that?
Well, the Block the Hate is the equality sign, equality for all.
Yeah. And
I took the equality sign and I had a friend of a friend make it into like a graphic. And it's something that I really believe in. The motto behind the Block Hate movement is in this world, we all receive hate for various reasons. But in order to be strong and successful, you must block the hate. I might get hated on for having a speech impediment. Someone might get hated on for being fat. But if you let that overcome you and let you break that down, break you down, we don't want that to happen. We want to motivate and educate our youth and our allies that you can achieve your dreams and you can be successful. And the Block the Hate movement and Headquarters Clothing, a brand that I also truly believe in since day one. They've believed in me, I believed in them. And I always say, people want to eat, but no one wants to hunt. And Headquarters Clothing is an up-and-coming brand that their message is parallel to my Block the Hate movement, and we've partnered together, and it's a movement that's really, really taken off. I've had the opportunity to have guys like Matt Hardy, Sheamus, a lot. You know, you just have to go on my social media. So many
Yeah.
people, Sasha Banks. I've had so many people shout out Mustafa Ali. I just keep going on and on. I've had so many people shout out the movement. And at the end of the day, the shirt is just a byproduct. But like I said, I want the Block the Hate movement to be the next middle finger.
Was there like a specific moment that when you realized that's what you wanted to do? Because obviously, from what I did from doing my research, you grew up wanting to be a professional wrestler, and that was one of your biggest dreams since you were really young, and you achieved that. And that must have been obviously something that I can't relate to whatsoever. I think that's amazing. But when did you realize this is what you wanted to do for the rest of your life now at this point? When did that change come?
Well, like I said, I've always known that I wanted to be a WWE superstar. Michael Jordan can't play forever. I still have a few more years left in the tank. You know, I'm 34. So, you know, Chris Jericho's still doing moonsaults,
Yeah.
you know, at 47.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, with me, yeah, like I said, my fight's much more bigger than in the ring. It's outside of the ring, fighting bigotry and hatred. And I want to continue to keep fighting and keep doing my charity work that I love to do. Here in LA, I work closely with the Covenant House that deals with homeless youth. So we do, every couple of months, we do different activities with them. And these are just acts of kindness, acts of greatness that I love to do. I love to give back to the community, and I love to fight when I can fight.
Oh, that's awesome. And I think that's something a lot of people can take away from it, because sometimes people have dreams where they can get really greedy with it. So I think at some point everyone kind of realizes that giving back feels a little bit more special.
I always say there's room for everyone at the finish line. That's a header on my website at realfredrosser.com. It's on the website. There's room for everyone at the finish line. I always say that.
So with HQ Clothing, where can people find their stuff? Like, and how did that relationship begin? Did they reach out to you? Did you reach out to them? Was it like?
I think the first person to actually wear the brand and shout out the brand was Finn Balor.
Yeah.
From what I was told, Finn Balor shouted out the brand, and then I think maybe Enzo and those guys shouted out the brand. And you know, the owner would have to probably tell you the story better, but I just remember him telling me that Finn shouted out the brand, and we just developed a relationship, you know, over the years. The headquarters family is a big wrestling fan. I believe in their brand. I believe in their message. And the three things I always tell people why I love the brand so much is, one, the quality of the clothes. If the clothes weren't good quality, I don't know if I would be doing this right now. I don't know if I'd be talking to you. I don't know if I would be doing a Block the Hate giveaway. I don't know if I would have teamed up with them. So quality is very important to me. If it's not Lululemon, it's headquarters clothing. So that's just what I do. So I would say quality and the message. The message is very important. If you look at headquartersclothing.com, messages that are really cool and hip, and anybody and anyone can wear. So headquartersclothing.com is where you can see some of the best gear, best clothing on the planet. So the message, and also the family, the headquarters family. Third is the family. The family mean the world to me. They've supported me since day one. They don't judge me. I don't judge them. And if I can use my platform to help elevate them, then so be it. So be it.
So this giveaway, do you want to go into what the giveaway is and where people can enter and stuff, just to let them know? Because you did bring it up now, so might as well let people know what this big giveaway is. It's
a pretty cool giveaway for me, because it's the first time I'm doing a giveaway on my social media. And it's real simple. All you have to do is follow HQ Clothing on their Instagram and tag 3 friends on their last Instagram post. And you can enter to win a Block the Hate tank top, t-shirt, or youth tee. Whoever wins, they can choose one of the 3. And on top of that, I'm going to give them a signed picture from me to them. And like, there's this one saying, often imitated, but never do. Sorry, let's do it over again. Often imitated, but never duplicated. This is a photo. This is the first of a kind. Um, Being the first openly gay WWE superstar, I have a duty to instill confidence in our LGBT youth. So, like I said, my fight is much more bigger than in the ring. It's outside of the ring, fighting bigotry and hatred. And the winner of the headquarters clothing block day giveaway will receive this photo, and I'll sign it and all that good stuff. So
So
it's
yeah.
really special. This is big and special to me. You know, to other people, it might not be as big, but this is my first giveaway on my social media. I've done giveaways and I've helped other people out, but I'm looking for help for myself. That's where the whole motto comes in: block hate, spread the word, strengthen numbers.
That's awesome. Now, yeah, so guys, HQ Clothing, that's where you'll find the giveaway and stuff. And I think it's super cool that, you know, you're still keeping involved in doing stuff, because a lot of people, they disappear, but you knew exactly what you wanted to do and you kept rolling with it.
Well, I'm human,
Yeah.
I'm human. I go through different types of emotions and stuff like that. But, I always say my Instagram is my diary to the world. So
Yeah.
like everything I've ever posted on my social media, it's meant the world to me. It's always come from the heart. So if like people can look at my social media, if they can look at my open diary and be inspired and motivated, and so be it. So be it. I look up to The Rock, I look at his Instagram. Who doesn't, everything he's got that Midas touch,
Yeah.
everything he
That
touches.
positivity he spreads, it's contagious.
Yeah. Yeah. Those promos he cuts when the camera is like up here and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Where are you looking? I know you're in Vancouver, but where are you looking off? Like you're looking around.
Oh, I'm in this office. I just want to make sure there's people walking by.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But The Rock is always he's got energy and all that
Yeah.
stuff. So yeah, I look up to him just like I'm sure there are many people probably watching this video look up to me. So
Yeah.
yeah, I really appreciate you having me, Justin. Thank you.
No, I appreciate you coming on here. Like, the other thing I want to ask you then, I guess, because I know people are going to want to ask you a couple of more wrestling questions, and I saw them, so I'll ask you a couple.
I haven't even been looking at the comments. I've just been talking to you.
I saw a few because I'm like, I know that people are going to be like, we're asking questions. So one of the ones that I saw was, how did you feel about Titus's slide at the Greatest Royal Rumble? Did you watch it? Did you see it?
Yeah, I watched it and I said, well, one, I hope he's okay. I'm glad he's okay.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of stuff under the ring. So
And that could have went really bad.
yeah, it could have went really wrong.
Yeah.
I've had my fair share of injuries, so I can only imagine if that would have been me, I would have decapitated my head or something like that.
Yeah.
But thank God he was okay. But I told him, I said, big man, I'm glad you're okay, but I'm pretty sure they'll probably come up with merchandise for you. And they did.
They did.
They did. So he's laughing to the bank while other people are laughing at him.
At a point, I don't think I was laughing. I think I laughed at him at first, but after I'm like, that's gonna be the highlight of the show, because I sat there through the whole 7 hours. That was one of the big moments.
And Vince McMahon being there, I know he was laughing. And
yeah.
if Vince loves it, everyone else loves it.
Another question I've been getting, and people love these questions, is do you have any fun road stories, like one that you could share with us?
Road stories. Well, for many years I did a lot of the driving. I'll start off by saying that everyone always loved driving with me because I enjoy to drive. I enjoy, being in control and not dozing off at the wheel. People would doze off at the wheel. People just couldn't drive, especially Titus. He was just god awful at the wheel.
Would he get distracted or something, or?
He would just fall asleep and he would be on his phone. I'm like, big man, you got to focus, So I like to do all the driving.
Yeah.
But any road stories, I can't think of. I have to hold off on that. But one of the worst moments I had in the ring, embarrassing, would probably be wrestling the Wyatts. And this was on live TV and baby blue trunks with the primetime players. And I hated the baby blue trunks because they were too light for me. So I remember Eric Rowan, they had just got up on the roster, and Eric was a big dude. And I said, hey, man, make sure you take care of me. Take care of me in the ring, And he did, but he body slammed me at one point in the match so hard that I shitted my baby blue trunks.
Oh no.
And the stain is still in my trunks. I mean, I've washed them over and over again. It's been probably been 4 or 5 years ago, but like the stain is still there. But it was brutal, man. He body slammed me so really embarrassing.
That is pretty embarrassing. And with baby blue trunks too. That's rough. That's rough.
Yeah, baby blue trunks. So maybe someday I'll put them on eBay or something. See how much they go for.
You'd be surprised. Somebody else would probably be interested in buying those. That's a crazy thing. The world's a weird place. I've learned on social media since I've been doing this stuff.
I know people probably into that fetish stuff.
Yeah, they're like, oh wow, there's a story to it too, so that adds value, I guess, you know.
But I was telling my business partner after this giveaway, this Block the Hate giveaway, I think the next giveaway will be a worn Block the Hate shirt, or a worn Listen No Days Off shirt, or a worn Headquarters clothing shirt. Yeah. And the winner can get like this, you know, like you can get this worn tank top, you know. So, you know, you do the giveaway, and you never know.
I think you never know what's going to come up, and I think that's cool too. That now we're getting the word out, so people keep an eye on us. You got to follow Headquarters Clothing, guys. You got to follow HQ Clothing and check stuff out. What about so?
Oh, you want to say hi to my love Bentley?
Sure, why not? Hello, Bentley.
Say
what
hi,
kind
Bentley.
of dog is that?
Huh? Yeah, I did. You okay, baby? Yeah.
So what was your favorite period of your WWE career? Would you say it was the Nexus time? Was it teaming with Titus? Was it the single part? Was it the Bob Backlund thing you had right before you headed out? Which was pretty creative. I was looking forward to see where that went.
Well, the thing is with that, tag teams don't last forever.
For sure.
So I knew when our time was up, I had done appearances with Bob Backlund. And
I met Bob once, and he's something else. he is who you see on TV. Like he's that guy.
Yeah.
He's that intense. He's that person. He's not playing a character.
Yeah, but years before we had teamed up, I had done appearances with him, and I do all my autograph signings standing up. And so does he. He's very interactive with his fans. So I loved his energy. I had that energy when we were doing the signings. And I said, man, I would love for him to be like somewhat of a life. So it was my idea. Yeah. And when the time was right, I actually had wrote out storylines for Bob and I. I had a friend create a graphic Bob and I together, and I presented it to Vince in his office. And one thing about Vince is the most intimidating thing about Vince is his office door. A lot of people are intimidated to walk in, but from experience, he likes when people walk in his door with ideas and creative. So I went to him with the idea, and he loved it. And he contacted Bob Backlund personally and run with it. And there are people under Vince McMahon that work for him. They just you have your favorites and you have your not so favorites, and that's just the way it is.
I feel like I don't know. I've never worked there, but from like obviously stories and stuff you've heard, there's a lot of tiers of people to go through before anything actually ever happens. So.
And it wasn't like that back in the 80s.
Well, I've heard. I've listened to my fair share of podcasts and done my fair share of research, and I even tried getting a WrestleMania media road thing this past year, and that kind of didn't pan out the same way for the same reason. So I kind of get it.
Yeah, well, like in a entertainment business like WWE, more money, more problems. So you need help to take care of all that. Yeah.
Who were some of your favorite people to work with, like personally?
I enjoyed working guys like Heath Slater. I enjoyed working guys like Goldust, OGs. Goldust is a guy that is still grinding, still hustling, and being able to be in the ring with like him, is amazing. You admire these guys growing up, and now you're in the ring with them. You know, guys like Kane, being able to work
Yeah.
with Kane and Daniel Bryan. Those guys are so smooth as butter in the ring.
Yeah.
So just experiences like that, you know, I'll never forget, and I'll always cherish. So, you know, I'm one of those guys. I hate to admit it, but I'm like what they call a utility guy. I work well with everybody.
Yeah.
You know, in the industry, you have some good dance partners and not so good dance partners. But I have the ability to adapt to the most aggressive wrestler and the smoothest wrestler. So.
Was there anything you ever wanted to do besides like still within the industry within wrestling? But was there any other roles you ever saw yourself doing maybe in the future, whether it was like training or being a manager or doing commentary? Did you ever think about those things, or was it always just wrestling for you while you were there?
Oh, I love the behind the scenes stuff. There's a
Yeah.
saying that goes, those that can't teach. And I can, but like I have a good mind for the business. I'm really good on mechanics in the ring. I'm really good on camera work, where to be at. The behind the scenes stuff really intrigues me. So over the years, I've been able to give advice and
Yeah.
help people on how to perform, you know? So yeah, the production side of it really interests me a lot.
Do,
It
do
always
you
has.
do you find now that when you work independent shows that some of the younger talent come up to you for advice? Like, does that make you that must be pretty cool, you know, because you have that experience now and you're able to share that.
Well, I'm a pretty good judge of character, and I can
Yeah.
tell when someone genuinely wants to get advice on wrestling, and if they take your advice and utilize it, that's a different story, you know.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. But if they just take your advice and don't utilize it, you know, don't waste my time. But I can tell people that waste my time, or
Yeah.
people that want it. Sometimes people want to hear, you know, good criticism. So sometimes you just gotta you know, sometimes just let them hear what they want to hear.
No, I agree, and I guess you can see that a lot because there's like not everybody makes it. I've heard about a lot of people that want to be wrestlers and then just doesn't pan out the same way for everyone.
Well, with the industry now, if you're 155 pounds and you say that, oh, there's no chance of me not making it, I
Yeah,
say no, that's bullshit,
yeah,
because they
mostly.
have the 205 live, and there's again room for everyone at the finish line.
Who are some of your favorite? Like, who are some of your favorites growing up? Because obviously you've been a lifelong wrestling fan. I know some of my favorites are like everyone like knows the Macho Man and Undertaker and Bret Hart. But for you, like, who are your favorites growing up? Like, what made you such a big wrestling fan?
Uh, Always Hulk Hogan,
Yeah,
always, but Shawn Michaels and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
yeah,
Ricky selling. He was a baby face that, like, when he was on fire, he was on fire. But when he was horizontal, man, he was in rough shape. But he always stayed alive. So he's one guy that I always pat my Shawn Michaels. I love. You mentioned Bret Hart. The relationship Bret Hart and I have, and I actually talk about it on my YouTube, Fred Mr. No Days Off roster. I mean, you guys can check it out.
I'll
The
plug all of it.
relationship, yeah, the relationship that Brett and I have has nothing to do within the ring, but outside of the ring. When he was diagnosed with prostate cancer,
Yeah,
my uncle actually is a director of the urology department at the University of Hawaii. So when I found out Brett's issue, I immediately contacted the two together. And Bret Hart, the OG that he is, he said out of all the doctors that he talked to, that my uncle, Dr. Charles Rosser, was the most informative and the most helpful. So that just melted my heart to hear one of my heroes say that. So it's been helping me get bookings for reputable people in the U.S., and I'm forever grateful. So
that's awesome.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, that's our relationship. Nothing to do with the ring. Nothing.
yeah. And it's crazy though, like you get growing up and like looking up to these people, and they're like they're larger than life, and then you get to meet them, and they're so kind and they're so nice. It's kind of every time it happens, I get kind of like, whoa, it's weird. That
Yeah,
like I
you
was a little
know,
kid and I used to watch you and I used to imitate you, and now I'm like talking to you and you're talking to me like we know each other, and it's weird.
yeah, you know, Sean was number one. Brett was like number three. But
Yeah,
Sean kind of maybe he was. Uh, it is what it is, man. Like, what's that one saying? Never meet your heroes.
yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you're talking about because I think about that every time I meet someone. Because I'm like, thus far, in since I've been doing this wrestling classic thing, and I've been fortunate enough to get these opportunities, grateful for them because I wouldn't have them without everyone that supports and stuff. But every time I get to meet someone, or even talking to you right now, I'm like, everyone's so cool. Like, I don't understand why people, they should go meet their heroes. They should try to talk to people. You know, everyone has bad days, and I understand that. But so that's why, like, everyone's been so cool, and it's been great. Like, I haven't had a bad experience yet.
Good. Who have you interviewed besides me?
Well, I've interviewed Rikishi, I've interviewed Sean Mooney, I've done Sheamus, I did some stuff with Sheamus, I did some stuff with Jinder, but like I've had the pleasure of talking to and meeting Bret, a pleasure of talking to Hulk Hogan and meeting him and Ric Flair and stuff. They all somewhat follow the page, know about the page, and everyone's been like so cool, and I'm like, it's I've never had a bad experience yet.
Cool, dude. Cool.
Have you had a bad experience?
Bad experience with
Meeting anyone that you wanted to meet?
Man, what's this one football player? What the hell's his name? Shoot. He was a lineman. Oh man, I forget his name. He played for Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Was he just rude to you, or what happened? What was this?
Yeah, he was very rude. Like, no, it wasn't Warren Sapp. Maybe it was Warren Sapp. I don't know.
Okay.
But yeah, I forget what football player I met. But yeah, I had seen the guy at the Starbucks, and I was like, "Hey man, it's so nice to meet you." And then like he just like nodded his head and just like kept walking. I'm like, it was just rough.
I can see that happening. I don't know. I think maybe it's because I don't get offended so easily, and I don't things fly over my head. So probably someone was being rude to me, and I was just like, "Oh, whatever, that's cool."
Yeah.
Well, actually, now that I think of it, like Eric Bischoff was a little rude, but that's probably I took the blame for that one. So I was like, okay, whatever, that's fine.
Yeah, he seemed a little intimidating, Eric Bischoff.
Yeah, he was. He's like, you're talking too fast. I don't know what you're saying, and I'm like,
That's what he said.
I'm like, oh, he's like, let's just take the picture. I'm like, okay.
Oh goodness, that's awful.
Now that I think of it, that happened at WrestleCon this year in New Orleans. That did happen.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, but that's awesome, and that's crazy though, because like you said, you grew up watching Ricky Steamboat and being a big fan of Ricky Steamboat, and I'm sure you've met him while you were working for the WWE and stuff too. I just think that's super cool.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, I really do appreciate you doing this, man. It does mean a lot. And I know these guys are enjoying it. I can't read all their questions. I'm trying to here, but there's so many of them asking questions.
Yeah, dude. Anytime, man. Anytime. I'll do this IG with you.
I really do appreciate it. I think it's cool. I think everyone really enjoys it. And they should all check out HQ Clothing. They should enter the giveaway because I think it's what you're trying to do, and it's very positive, and it's moving stuff in the right direction. There's so much negative stuff out there. Like, I'm on social media a lot, obviously, and I see all the stuff that's popular and the stuff that people gravitate to, and they're always focusing on the bad things that are happening, the negative parts. And that's just general, I think, human beings. Like, when there's a good thing, the bad thing, like, you remember the bad things more. I don't know why. We remember the negative things more, and the good things kind of fly under the radar. That's why people are so attracted to the news. And I'm like, I hate watching the news because it's always just bad news. It's always what
exactly.
the bad things are.
I don't even have regular TV in my home. I have Apple TV, so I don't really pay attention to any kind of bad news. Or I can find it on Twitter and stuff like that.
I try to avoid Twitter too because I think Twitter's the most negative place ever. I'm like, I'm just gonna stay on Instagram.
Yeah.
I tried joining the Twitter wrestling community, and I'm like, everyone's just complaining all the time. This is so bad.
Yeah, complaining about the product. I mean, before I was with the product, I never really complained. I just watched it. And like, if I didn't like something, I just didn't like something. I didn't like write about it or voice about it. The first wrestler I ever met, if you know your history, was Louis Spicoli.
Okay, yeah.
And like he was a mid-card guy. I was a mid-card guy my whole life. And I was so respectful to him, and I was like, wow, this guy is like, you know, I've seen him on TV, you know, I had so much respect for him. And even like WrestleMania 17, when in Houston, my uncle took me, the one that helped out Bret, the uncle that helped out Bret, he took me to WrestleMania, and like I met guys like X-Pac, the Hardys, Prince Albert, just like it was amazing, and I was just so respectful to them. And, APA, just
Yeah.
so respectful to them, and because these guys, one, I'm fans of them, and they put their bodies on the line. But
Yeah.
you gotta have respect for the industry.
I think there's a whole fan base out there that forget that part. They're so attached to the product and the characters and the storylines that I'm like, you can't really hate on anything because these guys are busting their ass 24/7. Like, you're laying in bed, you're watching the stuff, you're relaxed, you're chilling. They're putting on a show. They're jumping in a car. They're heading to the next place. They might have to jump on a plane and do some European tour. Like, there's no stop for you guys. Like, how can how can we judge you guys and be mean about it? Like, I think about wrestling as whether it's good, whether it's bad, and when it's good, it's great, and when it's bad, it's whatever. But I'm not gonna stop watching it, so I'm not gonna complain about it. Like, why am I gonna complain about something that I know that I'm not gonna stop watching?
Yeah, just have fun, and enjoy the product. That's all I can say.
Yeah, I really appreciate you doing this. I think we should definitely do this again.
Yeah, but you know what time it is for me, Nutrition Solutions, if you don't know anything about them.
Shout out to Nutrition Solutions. Shout out to Chris. Chris is the man. He's so nice.
Exactly. I've been with them over a year. I've never gotten sick. I just got my delivery now. So you know what time it is. It's time to eat.
Good stuff, man. I want to try this stuff out too, man. Seamus is always plugging it. Jinder, everybody's always plugging it. So I'm like,
it's the real deal, man. It's really good stuff. The menu changes every week and stuff like that. But enough about Nutrition Solutions. Let's talk about, Block the 8 giveaway. Make sure you follow HQ Clothing and tag 3 friends, 3 in their last post on their IG, and you can get a Block the 8 tank top, t-shirt, youth tee, and a signed picture. You know what time it is, Justin?
It's Block the 8 tag?
Block the 8 time, it's feeding time. Not
feeding
like
time. That's right, it's feeding time. Yeah.
It's feeding time.
It's feeding time.
Block the 8. Do the giveaway. All right, that's corny. All right, I love you.
It's all good.
Peace out.
If you start doing millions of dollars, they would have got excited.
Take care. Peace out, Josh.
Peace. I really appreciate it, man. It was a pleasure. Thank you.
Yes.
Feeding time. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. And I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna put up on YouTube and stuff, guys. Go join the Block the 8 movement, man. Go to HQ Clothing, join the giveaway, and do the thing, man. I hope you guys join in, man. It's a good cause. It's a positive cause, and I think everyone can support, the world becoming a better place. There's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. HQ Clothing, Block the 8. I'm gonna put this up on YouTube. I'll save this up on my Instagram so you guys can continue to watch it. And man, I think that's it. Darren's still wrestling, so look out for him on the independent scene. He's doing shows and stuff still. He's in the LA area. Block the 8, guys. That's what it's all about. And yeah, we'll do more of these hopefully. I really appreciate HQ Clothing. They made this happen. Thank you to Darren, aka Fred, again, because I got a little distracted because we're in this office and there's people in here. But it was all about him. It was all about Block the 8. It was all about everything going on. So see you all later.